learner by the time he left me. And so, but I've had several, like for instance, I have a student this year, and I've had him actually for 6 years, and he was nonverbal up until about last year, and he started talking, and he's curious, and he wants to know about everything. He's almost in that 3-year-old why, everything's why, or what's that, and that's a big success too, because I didn't know that child would ever talk.
Why you kept him for 6 years?
I had it, that's before I changed. I had kindergarten, so I got him in kindergarten and have had him all the way through. Now he's in 5th grade.
Okay.
So,
What type of assessment terminology have you used with your assessment children?
with assessment, typically I just assess like informally based on their goals and objectives. I usually get a baseline at the beginning of the year to see what they're able to do, and then I monitor their progress each 9 weeks. And really each and every day, because as I'm teaching, I'm seeing what they've got and what they don't have. I do some assessments that the school uses, like they use a STAR literacy assessment, a STAR reading test, and math test. I do some of those, but most of those are multiple choice tests and they can guess, and so it's not always accurate. So most of it's informal assessment.
I mean, how you teach the ones that can't write?
It's oral, it's verbal. A lot of my kids really, now they have handwriting, but as far as the writing process, they can't. So I would ask them questions orally rather than give them a test, and they would answer. Sometimes I do give some testing, like they take accelerated reader test, and I read the questions and I read the answer possibilities to them, and then they hear it and choose the correct answer. But most of my kids, I have just a few who could probably do a fill in the blank or something like that, but as far as writing sentences or paragraphs, they have to have a lot of help with that.
Most of your kids potty trained?
Oh yeah, all of mine are. And by this age now, I was trying to think if I have any now that I had to potty train. I have had to potty train through the years, but most of them are potty trained by the time they get to 3rd grade. Like the teacher who teaches kindergarten through 2nd grade, she has some kindergartners that are still on schedule, and they have to remind them to go, or there would be accidents to clean up all day. And I've had to do that before.
They wear pull-up, the ones that wear pull-up.
Some of them were pull-ups. Personally, when I potty trained, I don't like pull-ups because that just makes them lazy. But you put them in, of course I would call it big boy underwear or big girl underwear, and then they don't like that mess, you know. And a lot of the kids, even with autism, they can't stand that, and so they'll work to get potty trained faster. Typically with the ones that I have had that were not potty trained, as soon as I convinced the parent, send me an extra set of clothes, put them in regular underwear, they were potty trained very quickly.